Everyone, today we are going to discuss how to use OpenFOAM on AWS cloud. So yeah, let's begin. So these are the points which we are covering today's session, like what is AWS, and what do we use AWS, how can it be useful, how to create an account on AWS, select proper resources, and how to install OpenFOAM on AWS. So how and last one, how to access an OpenFOAM on AWS. So these are the points we are covering today's session. So let's begin in for more detail. Yeah. So what is AWS? Basically, AWS stands to Amazon Web Services. It is a subsidiary of Amazon, providing on-demand cloud computing platform and APIs to individual companies, government, and and it's a pay as you on go basis. So as you pay, you can use it. Yeah, basically that is the on demand basis. So this is the AWS. Yeah. And why do we use the AWS? So deeply secure, reliable, scalable website and apps and process with free cloud computing. You can access free AWS cloud server. Global instance are available. We can talk about what is instance and later in next slides. So an industry leading security, you can sign up your account, create a free account, and free tier detail, scalability, and so security. Free tier detail mean the AWS provide some limited time, so you can access their service, so up to certain hours. So I'll talk about I'll talk about the in detail free tier details in the next few slides. So and how can it be useful? And yeah, uh, easy to use. AWS is designed to allow application provide independent software provider, so and vendor quickly and secure host your application, whether an existing application or on or you can use on your application. You can build your own application on clouds. Yeah. So you can use AWS management console. Basically this is very important. So whatever your application you are going to, you have to go through with this AWS management console. So we will see later on this in detail. And next slide. So and now now next most important part, you have to create your account on AWS. How you can create the account? Suppose if you go to the AWS site, then you can find this kind of window. So you can see this kind of window open. Then you have to create on your account based on whatever credential you are providing. So and there are two options. Suppose there are two options: one user root user, another I'm user. So based on that, based on your requirement, you can create an account on AWS. Let's suppose you are going to use and you are going to install something on AWS cloud. So I would recommend you just make your account as a root user. So further you have the all the privilege. You can do you can change, you can install as per your requirement. So I here you can note down here. You first you can make your root user account, provide your detail, email, whatever detail you will provide. Then you have to follow all these the some I have mentioned the point here. uh, Yes, create an free account by using working email address. As you put the email address, it will go further. Click on the next button. Then you can follow all the detail. So specify username. After that, you can specify your username, whatever your requirement. Set up your password. Set up proper address and set up billing address. Set up your payment method. And most important part is here. Suppose if you have not fill this proper payment detail, your account will not be activated. If first you have, as you set up fill all the detail and set up your account and finally submit it, so then you will receive a notification mail after some time, your account is activated. So first, most important, you have to you have to set up all the steps. If you skip the payment option, your account will not be activated for the initial to activate your account. So yeah, these are the some points, so you can create your account, an account on AWS. See, after if you created account, then you will get the mail, you will receive the mail. So after then you can resign, you can log in again. So after login, you can see this kind of window. If there is a topmost left corner, so you will see the services. These are the various services AWS providing. So but for today's my focus only the explaining the how we can use for the computational purpose. So this AWS cloud. So and there are many services are listed here. For the computational, you can see the find the compute. These are the some computation they are the some services are listed here. But here we our more focus on the AWS EC2, basically EC2, this services. So this service we can use for the cloud computing. So and you can see this kind of interface. You can see here the your name or your login name also will come here. So now after that, after accessing your account, you can see like this window. So and you can select the AWS. So after that, you click on the service EC2, then you can get this kind of your EC2 dashboard. So as you can see, you can find the all the detail are here, and these are the here. Most important, if you want to further export things, there are some some options are given: instant types, and launchpad. You can go through it on this, and you can choose whatever your requirements and plan. Also predefined plan also defining there. So our motto today's my my objective to explain how we can create, how we can use it, not other than things. So if you have any another thing to how we can explain, how we can use about, then you can write to me separately, so we can discuss about on that. So first, as you log in and access, just click on the just you will see this kind of window, and you can click on the this launchpad. So as you seen, there nothing is, or everything is 00 here. So here, so nothing is selected, only this I have created account, and this is activated now. So now if you want to use this cloud services, then first you have to create the launch instance, and you can click on here. So after that, this window will come. Yeah, after that, as you click on the launch, then you will see this kind of thing. Basically, when we are using the cloud computing computational cloud platform, so then you will see generally this is like Amazon machine image. So basically is nothing but this is generally we call in the scientific the AMI. So basically this is the virtual platform. So basically these are the we call the virtual platform. So this platform like virtual platform, like you a physical system you have the your OS, your computer, you have the computer, in computer you have the OS, like whatever your Windows and Linux you are using, like that. This is the virtual platform. So that virtual platform you have to select it. They are thus many AMIs are available, which is already some prepared, and some you have to some they are the free tier, and you can select, and you can select one of them and use as per your requirement what you are going to use. So suppose that I selected the free tier, there are some various AMIs are available, and so you can select based on your requirement. Suppose I'm selecting here Ubuntu here, so you can select Ubuntu, and you can select from Ubuntu, and there are some these are, if you are like you are creating your AMI, so then you have to choose this you have to follow these are the some steps, like choose AMI, choose instance type, configuration instance, add storage, add tag, configure, yeah, security group, and review. These are the 7 steps you need to follow. So first, as you click on the launch, which we have seen the last slide here, just you have click on the launch launch instance. So then you can go to the further to after you are selecting this AWS AMI, like these are virtual machine, like which OS kind of thing. So for yeah, suppose I'm selecting here AWS, then I'm putting the next. So you can see now the more important part are this is the most important part. So the second thing, choose an instance type. Basically instance, what we call instance means in here instance mean it is had its name, particular name, which is it is having some properties like what based on instance you will see the you can get the what is the configuration of your machine which you are generally in computer, like computer you have the OS. Suppose my personal computer laptop, it has a Ubuntu, and it is having some configuration that that you have selected that OS based on my whatever my configuration of my system, like i7 i5, and how much core is available, and what are the RAM, and what are the RAM kind of thing, and what are the storage. That kind of thing is in cloud, in this here we called that particular name instance. So like there are the some instance mean type. These are the family we can discuss later, you can explore later on this one. Basically type, instance type, based on this instance we can define the property of this. So what is the how many processor, and how much speed of the processor, and what is the RAM size. So that we call the instance. So based on this instance we can select it. And as I said previous slide initially, so there is a free tier available. Basically imagine AWS provide a some flexibility to user to explore thing. As you learn thing and explore the thing, and you are much you are comfortable to use this, so that purpose Amazon provide a free instance, that like you said, the free tier. Then the you don't need to pay anything, so you can explore your explore thing how this work. So but it has a own limitation. So this instant, it has like this instant it is having one core and 1 GB RAM, 1 GB RAM. So that one core 1 GB RAM only, that is the limited resources for this free tier. So and this free tier instance you can use up to 12 month, but the up to 12 month you can use, but there is some certain limitation of hour. So the 77, I think 750 hours hours of for this computing time, your CPU, or you can say the CPU time, you can using within the 12 months. So that is the meaning of the free tier here. So that is only the for learning purpose. You if you learn, then you can explore, and you can, and after that suppose you want to use this AWS for your problem, to solve your problems, to compute your domain, your problem, right? So then you can choose whatever you want. Suppose you want to suppose if I have my, suppose I want to solve a problem which I have the limited resources. So limited resources mean I have the some limited computational resources, so I'm not able to finish my job within the time. So for that purpose is I would like to mention it, that I would like to mention here, this is very important, that is very beneficial. Suppose you have the limited time to limited time if you have the limited time to complete your job, your task, so then this is the very good option. You can prepare your case on the local machine, then put it on this cloud. So then parallelly you can finish your work in the time frame which you have. So basically that is a very important important point I would like to mention here. When you have the limited resources, when you have the limited resources and you want to finish your task in within the time, that time you can use it with this AWS cloud. This is very beneficial. Yeah. So next, as you selected this instance type, so after that you can go to the next. So by default you don't need to change here, just go and further next. Then you can add suppose this now you can add the storage. By default by default you will see this the storage right around 8 GB. So that is not sufficient, right? You can and this AWS provide the for the free tire, it says, you can read this message: free tire is label customer up to 30 GB you can use it. So don't put the 30, just you can use some less than 30 GB. So, and based on that you can click add the next. Yeah. So after that you can tag, suppose you have selected some instance, you can define the some name, whatever you can define, so for the remember purpose. Yeah, so you can add the tag for the future remember. So then after that, you can, if you remember that tag, you can access easily, you can go to, yeah, like that. So just click on the next. After that, this is a very important part. Here you have to put your name. Suppose any name, this is the user define, you can define any name. So after that, and this is the for your access your AWS account from your local machine on wherever you. So based on that, you have to secure your you secure your account. Suppose there are some options are here. You can put my anywhere. If you put the anywhere, you can access your account with the anywhere. And if you want to use your account for a particular location then you have to define my IP. So then it will by default show your IP, which your computer is connected through the net. Yeah, so that is very important. After that, if you selected all the things, then it will show all the reviews. You will see, if you want to change, then go to particular and edit that. Yeah, if you if you complete all the details, or fill all the detail and complete all the steps, then after that you have to click on the launch button. So after that, if you click the launch button, it will, that kind of window will come open. So that is very important part. So here, like it says, adjusting key mean, and if you are creating new, then you have to give the name, particular name, right? You can select there is the option existing key or creating key. Suppose initially I'm creating, so we can select this and give the name. So with the you can give whatever you want and download this key. This key is very important to access this account. If you don't have this account, this key, you can't connect with your from your local machine or your laptop computer to this AWS Lite. This is very important to access this account from your machine. So these are the steps, so you can follow and you can create the account and select some instance. So now what up to this, if you did this thing, your virtual platform is ready. Now your virtual platform is ready to use. So if you click anywhere, and it will take some couple of minutes, couple of sometime 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So then it basically, that is your virtual platform is getting ready. So after that is ready, the suppose initially, like we have seen the initially when we start after login, then you see the dashboard. If you click on the services, then click on the EC2, then you can see this like board. So like this, my instance whatever I have created, so it is running now. So now is next part is the now how we can access this instance whatever we have. So basically your virtual platform is ready, like local machine, your computer is ready to use. After that, is up to you what you are going to use on your computer. So like whatever application, so that your virtual platform is ready. So now you have to use this. You have to install whatever your application. Now suppose how you can now next point is how you are going to use. Suppose this like go just log in and click on the services EC2, then you will see this window. After that, you can see this one instance. Click on here, or you can directly click, or you can click on right click from your mouse. So then you can see that kind of a window. So it will show, and most importantly, it depend on how you are going to connect. Then you have to have the SSH your SSH client. So SSH client, whatever you are comfortable, just you can look it in your way. So first here I'm explaining how you are going to use this connect your AWS account from your local machine to through SSH. So as you mentioned, there are some few points mentioned are here. So you can read it here, open SSH and key, like key, you have some key. key name which we have mentioned here is depend on user what name you have given, so that you have to follow, and you have to your instance id is here. So like this is I just mentioned because of some reason. So now you have to follow these steps. So after that, suppose you can, like I mentioned here, I have opened the terminal in my local machine, then I have put it the I have given the path of my key where I have where I have saved this key. So we have to define the key path and AWS path. So AWS path means this one, this path, so which is mentioned here, which is mentioned here. And this one, this is step basically, like I am following this, I am following, just enter it. After you enter, you can see this window will come. So as you can see this one. So now my computer, my AWS cloud is connecting through my local machine now, like here. So as you can see, who am I, kind of thing. You can see whatever in your virtual platform, then you can think everything here. Yeah. So after that, yeah, now you are ready to access up to now you can ready to your access through local machine. Now next question. Now suppose I want to install something, now suppose, so these are the some steps. You can go to the any whatever you want to install, you can suppose, and now my motto to describe demonstrate here the open form. So then I will go to the open form site, and thus I will follow the whatever instruction given on open form site. Yeah. So then these are the these are the some command you have to follow in the terminal when you are connected to the local machine. So and you follow this, then you are ready to you have installed your open form in your virtual platform, like on AWS. Yes. So these are the some commands. So and there is some important command, or some you have to follow. So suppose you have done you have done some simulation work over the AWS cloud, so then you need to get the data, or you have to exchange the data from the local machine to your server. So you need to follow these some commands which I mentioned here. So just you can follow and restrict to that. So after following this, you are ready to, now you have done the simulation, some work on AWS. Now you need to get the data from the simulation server, mean your AWS cloud, to your local machine. These are the some commands you have to follow. So yeah. So like we have set up everything. Now next, next we want to test the our open form. Suppose you can, now you are connected, you have installed open form. So that's just create this run directory, just and there is a like this, right? So either just you can go to the run directory, or just put on the run command. It will take you the run directory, or you can cd just environment value type, then it will take you same way in the run directory. After then you can copy any tutorial in AWS run directory, on AWS run directory. Yes. So this is the test basically. Now suppose I want to test one thing. So one problem we can consider, which I'm going to uh, demonstrate by solving a by a solver in open form by Icophone. So Icophone basically, this is the steady state solver which is used to solve the unsteady state flow and incompressible flow. So block mesh utility, third party, these are the pre-meshed object there. So it can be used. Yes. So and these are the, suppose that case we can the case name is elbow, just cd, just I have mentioned the few steps you can follow and analyze. So then you can see, then this is the work, this is working fine or not. So just I have tested, and you yes. So I have tested, and it's working fine. This is the way you can use this is the very few these are the few steps you have to follow when you are going to use AWS cloud, AS cloud, yeah. So, and you created AWS, what is the summary of this session? You created your account on AWS by filling some your credential detail. So then you can you have selected some your virtual machine, virtual platform. In virtual platform like instance we called here. So on instance you now you after that you can you can access your AWS account through. Basically after that is work like a normal PC user. Whatever operation you follow in your local machine, then you need to follow the same. Nothing is new after that. So these are the some references which you can have a look. So thank you for if you have any questions, so please.